the thing. That one. Instagram. Live there. Oh my goodness gracious, I'm getting notifications on my phone. Can you believe it? And where are we? Come on. There's TikTok. Hello, TikTok. Hello, Instagram. Hello,
No, Tony. I was first, Tony.
Tony, Eric was first because he was in the room. Sorry.
I guess he is first.
No, he is actually first in the video. Airsoft Aaron is in.
I'm home ill. You're always home ill. You're lazy and good for nothing.
Jeez. This is Eric's brother, by the way. Don't think we're talking about.
Yeah, who's next? Comment up. I'll roast you.
That's what we're doing nowadays. Do we have version 3 triggers? No, we actually don't. I don't think.
Like speed triggers.
No, I don't think we have version 3 triggers.
I've never seen them before. So,
hi and yo on TikTok. Hello, guys.
hi yo, Silver.
Welcome for joining. For anybody, you probably turn the music down a little bit louder. For anybody who is new or has never done this before, you guys, this is the Lunchtime Live where you ask your questions and we answer them. They can be airsoft or non-airsoft related questions. And we are not allowed to hold anything behind us because we will get taken off of social media platforms.
I'm afraid to point.
You got knowledge, bro. What you don't know?
Can I just like get into this?
I think so. I don't know why YouTube's being stupid. What's going on the computer? Did it say anything weird? Okay. Oh, no, we're cool. It buffered. We're all right. But yeah, so ask your questions, ask anything you would like, and we will answer it if it applies. Where are we at? Hope you guys have a dope day tomorrow. Thank you. You as well. Hope it is a great day. Tomorrow's Thursday. Getting through the week.
Almost there. Almost at the end, so I could redo it again next week.
Just got to get through this week. Got to get through this week. Milson West Stalls this weekend in Oklahoma? Question mark? Yeah.
Some of our guys will be there. They're on their way right now.
They left this morning, way behind schedule. Like always. Can you believe it? But they're on their way.
They'll be on time for you.
Yeah, just not for when they were supposed to leave.
And them. So,
which is awesome. Okay, these are good. What's up? Hello, OTF Venom 79. Welcome to the live stream.
Who is getting the blue chonky chip on Friday? You're not supposed to tell other people about it.
Aaron, you're slipping down.
You're literally losing right now. You're losing for informing other people about it. You don't. If you know, you know.
How am I supposed to make? How am I supposed to make money off of this drop?
If Aaron tells people about it.
I know.
I agree.
I got a scalp, bro.
Come on, Aaron. Yes, I will be. What are some good Wolverine MTW upgrades? Honestly, leave it alone. To be quite frank.
Yeah, the hop up unit that comes with their Phoenix hop is great. So there's not a huge reason to upgrade that, but they do make a max hop up. So you could do a barrel build hypothetically with the special MTW max hop and edgy barrel. But even at that point, that's a great gun out of the box. So
yeah, I wouldn't really touch it, to be honest. I think
external stuff, that's all.
Yeah.
That's subjective.
Very subjective, depending on what you're using it for too. I mean, you could always put a suppressor on there. That's technically an upgrade. Quiets it down. The Inferno Gen 2 is one of the quietest HP engines on the market, so thing could be whisper quiet and shoot very, very far. I concur. Any of you guys going to AMS Liberty next month? Hopefully, quite a bit of us is my hope.
I haven't had any news on that yet in terms of what we're doing. So I'm
waiting for Mr. Sarasso. Mr. Tom, as you can see, is preoccupied doing other things.
It'll be a busy month for me though. I think I'll be the first weekend, potentially AMS the second weekend. Third weekend, I don't know. But fourth weekend, I think we're going to that prison game in New York.
Busy boy.
I'm excited.
Busy bee.
Busy Beaver.
But yeah, we want to try to go to Liberty. I know we'll have a crew there. We'll have a trailer there. If you guys haven't got your tickets yet, do so. Should be a good time. Skirmish, paintball. The field is fantastic. We had our first. I've played there one time, and it was amazing.
I've never been, believe it or not. That's like one field I just, for some reason, I just haven't been to.
It is genuinely a good field. I'm spinning my table, dog. Look at this. There it goes.
Yeah, it's like a spring. My arm is like a spring.
It's all got all the tension on it.
Don't release the tension. All right, I'm good.
GHK or VFC ARS?
ARE?
It says ARS. See, correct.
Oh.
Let's
find
see.
out.
VFC.
Yeah, perfect day for cars, Aaron, but you're sick, so.
It's a great day for golf.
Aaron can't partake.
What the heck? Why isn't
We will find out on that one.
I don't
Honest
know
opinion.
which toy gun that is. To be quite honest with you.
AEG or HPA? It depends. I would say both. I'm a big AEG guy for long games, but I enjoy using HPA inside. Our field's great for HPA, I would say. But
I think they both have pros and cons, as we've talked about in the past. Definitely, I think I still lean in the way of AEGs for the most part. But having some goofy, fun HPA is a good time.
I agree.
This weekend, going to the prison down in Brushy Mountain, Tennessee.
This was the next question, too, so before you answer,
Oh.
do y'all own any N7 Milsim Gen 2 builds?
Wow, what a perfect!
I want to throw one in a Specna, so this is a perfect
I have
segue.
one. I own one.
I know, that's the next question.
I know, isn't that amazing? I was just about to say I'm
Look.
using.
Looking ahead, I'm like this. I'm like Dr. X, but not bald.
That's hilarious. I actually have an Inferno Gen 2 that is in a double Eagle M4, and it's a great engine. It shoots really well, and it actually it is so simplistic that it just runs and runs and runs. So I think if you do want a mechanical system, that's probably my favorite for version 2. If you're doing a version 3, the Mancraft PDI-K is my favorite HP engine for version 3. So that's what I would do. Sorry. So I like it. I think the N7 Milsim is fantastic.
That's the pneumatic. If I owned a pneumatic system, that's the one I would. That's the one I would own. But I do not own one.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe at some point.
I got a Maple Leaf barrel from you guys and got it fast, but recommend dropping from 4.5 to 3.2s. It's hard to get 4.5s and super expensive. They are expensive. I think in this current moment, as we've talked about in the past, BB weights are like kind of shifting, like the whole scale. Like 2s used to be like,
Oh yeah.
I use 2s. Like, oh, that's cool. Like most guns shoot those fine. But I feel like every airsoft gun out of the box can shoot a 2.5 or heavier. So it's like the scale of all BBs are shifting.
I agree. Like you said, back in the day, it was like 2.0s and 2.8s was like, holy hell, you're shooting some heavy BBs. But now it's like, I would say anything that we have on our shop could hold a 2.8.
Right. So it's like at this point, I think shooting 3.2s is kind of like as low as you'd want to go. So I think tuning for 3.2s is A-okay. You'll definitely get a little bit more performance with a 4.5. But if you're doing a gun that shoots a lot, I'd probably do 3.2s. Save yourself the extra cash. Well, hello there. Hello, my friend. Thank you for always stopping in to the Lunchtime Live. We always appreciate you and your questions, which is, what is your inner animal? Mine is the little girl with a 50 cal. I know which meme you're talking about. It's a small child holding this 50 cal.
I believe it.
Screaming.
I haven't seen it, but I believe it. My inner animal is the dog, but it's been euthanized. The dog within me has been euthanized.
Yes, My inner animal, I actually don't know. Caracal, big floppa, goofy, silly cat. Goofy guy. YouTube question real quick. Last week I asked about putting a CGS stock on the new 308 MTW. Tom said that he recommends the Wolverine stock instead. Outside of it being built for it, what are the pros versus cons of the CGS versus the Wolverine stock? Not my specialty.
Yeah, Tom would have to be your answer to that. He's the one that knows those systems better.
But I will say, both companies do it really well. It's just really choosing. If Wolverine is building something for their product, they have streamlined their system, and something Wolverine has done very well over the past, the past X amount of time they've been around, is seriously making things streamlined, like making an ecosystem with their own products. So, truthfully, if you're going to be doing something with the Wolverine engine, it does usually benefit the engine the most by using their own products. I'm not saying it's impossible, and there's probably a better answer out there, but that's based on my knowledge and what I would recommend. So that's what I would say to do. Stick with what Tom says. He's a smart individual. He's not watching right now, so I'm happy to say that. Don't let him know I said that because it'll go right to his head.
Yeah, and Tom knows his way around the Airsoft stuff, so indeed.
What tips would you give to someone who wants to get into HPA?
FCU batteries die quickly. They don't die quickly. They just
You forget to unplug them.
if you forget to unplug them, they'll die, and they die easily, I should say.
Yeah.
Not quickly. So stock up on FCU batteries just to have extras. Always charge them when you're done. If you don't have an FCU, there's also some options that are pneumatic engines that you don't need. Like the N7 like that we were discussing. Kythera is another one. Oh, the Mancraft. That's the
Mancraft, Kythera, N7, and Wolverine. Biggest thing for HPA is if you're trying to get into it, there's so much information out there, which is really nice. And a lot of companies like ourselves who install HP engines for you. If you do not want to take that task on yourself, I would personally, my biggest pro tip is use a pre-existing gun and use that gun until it breaks. And then save up in that time period to get everything that you need to go HPA when the time comes. It honestly feels so much better to use an AEG through and through and then convert to HPA. And then you feel like you've given this toy gun a second life. It's pretty dope.
So, my wooden AK.
The wooden SEMA lives again, all thanks to a Polar Star Jack.
Bought that gun for $30 from a friend.
30 bones, and now it is a CQB monster.
Yeah. It's something.
It does shoot.
It does shoot. It does fire.
Like AR. Oh, GHK or VFC ARs. Like
multiple.
What would you pick?
Plural.
AAGs are better in a lot of ways, but a GBBR is always fun. You're correct. You're talking about kind of the tip of the scale for both platforms. Like VFC is definitely your higher end AEGs, and then GHK is probably one of the highest end gas blowback. So you are right-minded in thinking with that. I think if you already own AEGs and you already have a reliable platform, I would do GBBR. Try something new. But if it's your first gun and only gun,
yeah, GBBRs are usually for end users, I would say. I don't think that's something you should open up with. They're very temperamental. They're a lot of fun. They're just if you think loading BBs and plugging in a battery takes a long time in staging, get ready to do that times a million after every game. This is going to take you a long time, but they're fun. There's definitely a payoff if you're willing to put up with the system and how temperamental it can be. So,
yeah, it's very cool. I see y'all converted the new VFC M110 into HPA. Did any of y'all use it yet in gameplay? No, that was a customer's build. So that is just the testing that was done to the rifle, or part of the testing. The amount of babies that go through these guns when they get tested is insane. But we used it for a video, and it looked really nice, and it shot really nice. So I would assume the customer is going to be enjoying it. I don't remember the name off the top of my head, but hopefully they'll maybe post some videos of it.
Gave us a good opportunity to actually HPA that thing finally and show all of you.
Yeah. So definitely really cool. Hopefully they enjoy it and have a good time with it. Let us see the ESG in the back. I can move my body.
I don't think it isn't. It's, an ESG is the grip, right?
I thought it was the style of gun. Maybe I'm wrong.
Not my world, but it is. There's a line attached. There is no grip.
Yeah, I'm not allowed.
There's no tank grip.
Not allowed to pick stuff up, or
we can't touch
TikTok
it.
will ban us.
They'll eat us. Well, hey, full circle.
Full circle.
Happen. We'll see.
Yo, what is going on? Welcome to the live. How do you guys feel about tie bore barrels? For example, 601 or 603 out of a 357 millimeter barrel. I think that they are a-okay. I like 603s just because they give a little bit more tolerance when it comes to debris or dust in your barrel. 601s are extremely tight bore barrels, so if you do get any dirt or debris, you will get in, a what's it called when something
Ricochet?
No, it's like a clogged, synonym for clogged.
Jam?
Something like that. Yeah, you'll get flyers. Your gun won't shoot correctly.
Yeah, your babies will bounce.
A deviated flight path.
There you go.
That's what I was trying to think.
That's good.
Yeah, so I like 603s personally. It just gives you that little bit of leeway. If you do know you're going to be playing in a super dusty or dirty environment, you don't have to do this because, I've run 603s in like the desert and they've done a-okay. But wide bore barrels are one of those things where, you use a little bit more air and you need a little bit more air volume, but they will pretty much never cause a deviation when you're shooting shot to shot.
Yeah, 603s are typically come stock, right?
608.
608s come stock. Okay.
Typically.
Oh, really?
Yes. Cool. Very, very cool stuff. So yeah, I like 603s. I think they're a very, very good size, and they seem to work well. The M110 with the F2 is mine. It shoots lasers. I'm bringing it to Milsom West Storm Sauce this weekend.
Oh, so it's actually seeing a good game. That's cool.
Wow, there we go.
Good luck, man. Take some pictures. We'll love to see some.
Take some photos.
Very
tag
cool.
us.
That's awesome that you're using it at Sal's. That's very cool.
And you're in the live.
Fun, man.
We appreciate that.
That's great.
What are the odds? Just
Perfect.
happen to be talking
That's
about
exciting. Happy for you. That's a great looking gun.
Yeah, I hope that it's such a cool gun. I think the F2 was like,
especially that AO, man. That's gonna be great.
That's gonna be sickening.
Yeah, that's gonna be great.
It's like, what is that over there?
I'd want him on Night Watch.
Yeah, for real. That'd be dope.
Yeah, that's cool. Alrighty.
What is your tank setup for South looking like? Just out of curiosity, like what are you going to be doing tank and air wise? I'm just genuinely curious. I've never done HPA at Milsom West, so I always like to hear what guys are doing. One of y'all buy my TM NGRS. I got 2 BTC Spectres to go with it.
We threw the idea around.
What is it? Just an M4?
That's that saw mod. Terry.
Oh, it is a saw. I forgot.
Very cool. If I had a use for it, I would consider it. But
I love SOP mods, but if I'm doing,
I own an NGRS already.
I
would own a second one. I would. Don't get me wrong. I
can't.
Don't need a second one.
I can't justify NGRS because I have the system. They're like, they've always been like a which one's better. Like,
I guess. If I had a reason to own a salt mod, though, I'd buy it.
I know. I'm just saying I don't. I don't have a reason either. They don't like each other. No, they're friends. They're all right.
They're friends. They talk to each other on the reg.
What's a good GBBR for close to medium range? Most of my are too long and shoots too hot.
We have the Elite Force UMP 45s that are gas blowback. So those are sub guns, but we have that on the wall out there. I'm trying to think what's on the wall.
MP9.
MP9, but now we're getting to like the.
Yeah, I mean,
It's tough.
yeah, you're right.
I mean, GHK makes a million different lengths of rifle. So does, I mean, look up the MWS, the Tokyo-Marui MWS systems.
Well, any
There might be
Tokyo-Marui will
multiple.
be CQB legal because they have to shoot under 300.
Is that what we?
Yeah, you said it would be for close to meter.
Oh
range,
yeah,
close to
that'd be
minor.
perfect. MWS would be probably perfect for you.
Yeah, Tokyo-Marui, they're pretty good. I like them a lot. And, you know, there's tons of aftermarket support for them, and they shoot really, really good. What's the difference between tight bore and wide bore in terms of accuracy? Technically, accuracy-wise, really, you could achieve the same accuracy with both barrels, depending on how you tune your rifle. The biggest difference between a tight bore and a wide bore is in the name. One is tighter around the BB, and one is wider around the BB. A tight bore barrel uses the lack of air escaping to, you know, keep everything straight and forward. But the wide bore is going to use a pocket of air that sits around the BB to keep it straight. So it kind of like uses like how do I describe, like a vacuum? No, not a vacuum. Anyway, just imagine the BB's here, the barrel's here, and then there's a pocket of air keeping the BB in the center as it goes straight.
That's technically, I mean, I'm not very good at physics, but I know what you mean.
Yeah, physics are not my specialty.
It is the same like idea of a vacuum.
In a sense, yeah. I think
But
you're
I'm
absolutely
trying to figure out what the. If anybody's good at physics, let us know what we're trying to describe.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, you're going to get, so if you're running an HPA system, you're going to get better air efficiency out of a tight bore barrel because you need extra air volume to,
It's the buildup behind it.
yeah,
It's like
put the pocket around the BB. I like them both. I've run back in the day, I had a Orga wide bore in my system at BTW, and it shot really well. I obviously lost a little bit of FPS because there was some air escaping around the BB. But it shot well, it never jammed, it did well. So can't complain.
Yeah.
I think the 603 has become the new happy medium for everything. And there's not really a big debate anymore. It's like just buy a 603 and call it a day.
mm-hmm.
Every gun you own and I own pretty much have a 603 in it.
Yeah, I mean you put them all together, so most of them. I just buy the edgy off the wall. I don't know. I don't even look at the.
Which edgy do I need?
I
That's
don't
it.
even look at the diameter anymore. The
It's just like I need an edgy.
edgy,
Yeah.
and that's it. I just don't even care. You tell me it's 5.59, and I'd be like, okay, fine.
They are 600 barrels that
Sure,
exist.
it's like that's
Super
incredible.
tight.
That's it's like that pen. You know, whenever you drop that thing at the science center, the penny that goes around the thing, the penny right before it drops down. So
So for that M110 at Milsim West, I'm bringing 3 tanks just in case. I've never ran HP at Milsim West either, running 68 4500, 48 4500, and a 36 4500.
I think you'll be good.
Yeah, you'll be
I've never done it either, but I think you'll be good. That's a lot of air, especially with something like that.
And if he's running the DMR roll,
Mm.
like in that sense.
Yeah, right. You're not
What are
necessarily.
the DMR limits for Milsim West?
I don't remember. I don't know because I never do them. So.
But yeah, go Tom, who's actually going to that event. I assume you're running NATO. Backtrack. If you do run into Tom, I don't know where they're going to be in the trailer. They would love to see that the gun that was there is at the event. They'd probably love to chat with you about it and see what you like and see what you think. So that's really cool. We'll definitely have enough air.
Yeah.
Should be really dope. Yeah, take pictures, please. Tag us. Send them to us. That's dope. What else we got?
Plastic hop versus metal hop. What do you prefer? I run Linux metal in my M4, and in my LCT, I run the stock plastic one. I mean, all my AKs, I use the Linux AK hop. And I don't run a lot of version 2s, but in all the version 2s that I would own, I would run the Max if I had them. My NGRS uses a proprietary one, so it has to use that one. All my other guns, for the most part, are proprietary hop-ups. MP5,
Yeah.
G36. At least the KWA one is proprietary. Full Gear is another good hop-up for like light machine guns. Yeah, plenty of different options.
When it comes to the AKs, I really dislike the stock LCT hop-ups.
Yeah, they're not very impressive.
No,
But the SEMA one's pretty decent.
the SEMA one is
compared
decent.
to the LCT one.
And then, a lot of M4s, if they have a rotary style hop-up, I really, there's not that much benefit to replacing them. But for the LCTs, I always put a Lone X in there. Like legitimately always. I don't think I have one LCT AK without a Lone X.
It's just for the price, you can't beat it. And the performance is like, I don't know how you beat. I haven't seen anything better than what the Linuxes do. So there's no reason to
There's some
even bother with it.
rare cases of not rare, but the combat union is really good. They're just finicky.
I know you haven't.
The only one I got to work is T2s.
I know. I still have mine. I'll probably just sell it.
I know.
So
Thinking of doing the same.
I just don't have any reason to have it. I'm just gonna keep using Linuxes.
Yeah.
So
it's not really worth it. They're cool though, but at the end of the day, Linux it is. Is Amped wanting to be more involved in the competitive airsoft community? I would assume you're referring to like the speed stop tournaments.
yes, but I would say specify. I think there's things coming down the pipeline, if that's what you mean. We're just not announcing anything official yet. So you heard it here first. But we'll, if that's what you mean, there's some stuff on the horizon for us.
So that would be cool. Yeah, give us a little bit more details, and then
VFC PPSH. I know VFC made one. Maybe that's one of the weird ones that they don't ship to the United States.
it's gas blowback.
That's what I think. We were talking about the GBBRs.
Wow, there it is, Red Wolf,
Yeah, it might just be a weird.
out of stock, but
Well, that's Aries. Maybe it's one that they don't make anymore.
or is it new?
I don't know.
Is it new or is it
Very
is it
cool.
old? Because that'd be give us some more info on that one. That's really dope.
I've never heard of it before, so it must be new.
VFC PPSH. That's super cool. Had issues with ZCI QA. What would you recommend as a replacement budget barrel for HPA? Lambda.
I'm a firm believer of running that stock barrel until you buy the top of the line.
And I
Personally.
agree.
I think you should run that stock barrel until you're ready to buy like an edgy. Lambda, there are great barrels out there. Don't get me wrong. I would run that stock one until.
Yeah, I mean, Lambdas are good for the price, but Eric is absolutely correct. I mean, at the end of the day, just because it's stainless steel and just because it's a tighter bore does not mean the finish is the best. Yes, it's probably better, or yes, it is better than a stock brass barrel, but truthfully, save the $30, save the $40, put some Brasso through your stock brass barrel, and run it till you buy, your edgy, and you will be very, very satisfied with that. But if you do want to stick with the budget side of barrels, Lambdas have been pretty good. Where are we at? This one? You can read it if you want.
No, we'll get to it. No, it's coming out in December.
Oh, the PPSH is coming out in
That's cool.
December.
I wish it would have been Vegas. That would be really cool.
I know, it'd be cool to see it.
Might be getting a GMP Stoner 63 recommendations of what to do with it. Well, I am actually going through that process right now. I've had my Stoner for about a year now, and it's moving around the country, and parts coming from other places in the country to build it. If you want externals, most externals are second to none. Viking Combative. There's somewhere, I want to say New York, but there's somewhere out of New England. Check them out, Viking Combative, VC for short. There's a bit of a lead time. And then for other parts, internal parts, check out Scum Customs on Instagram. He's a dude in Texas that we're close with the company. And he's figured out some really cool things with the stunner. He does a max conversion and also gets the box back to feed the bottom of the gun, as well as he has a M4 mag conversion kit that is super easy to switch out with the box mag. So Scum Customs on Instagram, look that up. Plenty of awesome stuff to do with that gun, obviously. It's very modular. Such like the real one. I didn't see a lot of action. But yeah.
Staring at your rain for the last 30 minutes.
Thirsty.
All right.
So to the speed soft stuff.
Correct. Oh, sorry. I didn't have a question.
I'll hit that real quick. Is there any talks on sponsoring events, tournaments? I'm very involved in SpeedTV, NSL, CSL. I think it would be a great avenue for revenue involvement, media, and interaction. So believe it or not, I'm just going to say yes. That's as far as I'll go. So I think.
Keep your eyes open.
Without blowing some stuff on the horizon, like I said, yes is the answer.
Good, like-minded thinking. That's for sure.
Yes, exactly.
It's cool to see that you're on the same page. That's dope. Idea for your wall: maybe hang up some tanks or maybe lines and some engines. Yes, that is something I've been overlooking for a while. We will get on that.
Sometimes the obvious answer is the hard one to find.
Wow, that's very inspiring.
Very insightful.
What's your thoughts on running a 4.3 with a 5.1 barrel? Assume that's high kappa talk.
I have no thoughts, to be honest. They're cool guns.
Running a 4.3 with a 5.1 barrel.
How did you do that?
I don't know. I don't. Was Justin here? I mean, he might have a little bit more insight.
I don't know if Justin's here. Is he here? He's not alive.
Tonguey's here.
Tonguey.
But he runs the AP.
He's still in that world. I mean, so if my brain, I'm just trying to think.
You need a 5.1 upper.
Yeah, I'm not, because the lower different.
I can tell you what's compatible.
5.3 and a 4.
It's one way.
5.1, 4.3. Okay.
I know it goes one way, but not the other. That's all I know. I forget which way it is from what, but if it works for you, I have no judgments here.
I don't really have any insight on that one. Truthfully, I don't see the benefit of doing that.
If you like the way it looks, I mean.
Yeah, if parts are easier to find
or
something like that, I say absolutely go for it. But truthfully, I think we're talking about this much gain. And as this is a lot, I would probably say you're not going to gain any range, accuracy, consistency.
Especially how far you're probably shooting with it anyway.
Was my follow-up.
Okay.
So, yeah, you're on the same. Eric is seeing eye to eye here. Yeah. But, hey, like we said, if it allows you to put a part on a gun that you can't get in a 4.3, absolutely go for it.
Or if you just like it, I mean, no judgment.
Right, absolutely. Right here. Well, if there's any way, Bloodthirsty TV, myself, or any other people in the community can help, feel free to reach out. Amazing show.
Awesome, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, just keep your eyes peeled, and we'll let you know if we need any help. So thank you so much.
Yeah, if you guys ever need anything too, shoot us an email. So just let us know. Oh, thank you. What's the go-to hop-up combo these days? Been using a max hop-up with Maple Leaf buckings, but have seen some new MTW hop-ups drop that look promising. Idea is to max range. Like I said earlier, with Wolverine, I have personally seen Rich and Wolverine and their team put these MTWs together, and I'm just saying there's not a lot you can do to make them shoot better. They,
Super high quality.
they already
Bulges
come
are
with
already tight. Like you're good.
they already come with maple leaf buckings. I believe they already have stainless steel barrels in them. Their hop-up is specifically designed around the engine, around the body, everything like that. There is not a lot left with an MTW. The best thing you can do with an MTW is shoot the heaviest weight BB that you can and tune your settings,
Accordingly.
yes, as best you can. Once that's done, I mean, the MTW is pretty much like max level. There are, different hop-ups out there and things like that, but God, there's nothing more terrifying than a suppressed MTW shooting like 4s or heavier.
It's a great combo. It's easy to achieve.
Yeah.
Just buy that thing off the wall,
Put your mags in it.
tune it. I mean, if you don't know how to tune it, there's plenty of videos online of how to do so.
Mm-hmm.
Or
And-
shoot us an email as we can help.
Yeah, Wolverine and their operations are very impressive, and I would be hard.
Very professional.
Yeah. Follow up on the hobble question, not using an MTW, so the question would be in reference to other HPA builds. Okay.
Max. I think Max is hard to beat in this day and age.
I have, if you have an edgy barrel, edgy stainless steel, if we're maxing out, we're going, the credit card's out, baby. We're ready to swipe it. Stainless steel edgy barrel. Maple Leaf Super Macaron body, Maple Leaf Omega nub. And then for M4, yeah, I would say the Max. Don't you pro in. Don't. I'm just trying to rule out all the brands. The ZCI ones I wouldn't bother.
They're good hop ups. They're just not. If you're asking me, I would do a Max.
Retro's up there.
Retro is good. That's a good hop up unit too.
I would say it's between the Max and the Retro. So at the current stage of the game, I don't think there's anything that really puts those two down. You know what I mean? There's nothing that really is even in competition right now that I can think of. It really comes down to a good shooting airsoft gun does not. I mean, parts are important. Trust me, parts are like what make things happen. But you can have $1,000 airsoft gun get outshot by something half the price that has more time and tunability spent in it. If you're not maximizing the efficiency of the parts that you've put in, it doesn't matter. I mean, it does matter, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, when faced with somebody that is maximizing the parts that
Right.
you put in, you're going to lose. But it's plenty of great stuff out there.
My favorite thing, and then I can reinforce this with a real life experience, is A&K M249 bull gear, full barrel build, F2, ready to rock and roll. I'm thinking, I'm hitting test size targets, like groupings, like pretty decent. I'm like, wow, this thing is amazing. And then we were at Grimnir Tacticals event, 4 years ago, something crazy like
It's been a
that.
while.
And we're sitting by the trailer. I'm sighting in something or another, and Kurt comes over and goes, "Can I see your FCU?" Yeah, sure. And dude spends 45 seconds, maybe a minute, smacking some buttons around on my F2 FCU. And I no joke, that grouping went from my chest size to like head size. I mean, it literally, like, I watched the groupings, do a little to like just like straight as an arrow. And there it is. I mean, I had the best part you could put in a 249. And lo and behold, it got better by a computer. Literally going like Hacker Man, like I'm in. Crazy stuff. Tune your guns right, and they will treat you very, very well.
Make that speed field not be a fantasy anymore. Well, I would love to build one. I don't know. I don't know if that's going to happen anytime soon, to be completely honest and transparent. We would love for it to happen, but we need a facility.
Yeah.
Double our size, we need that, and to run a normal airsoft field. So
Yeah.
hopefully someday. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, everything comes in time. I mean, our field currently is doing pretty well, and, we're constantly making improvements to it, but a whole nother operation is a huge undertaking. And our building is pretty much already bursted at the seams with space. So another field would not be physically possible. Unless it was like you're playing around us working in the office.
Or we didn't drive to work anymore and the parking lot was used.
Yeah.
We just lay turf in the parking lot and we all take buses.
We'll just park at Wendy's across the street. We're good. Rite Aid.
They won't care.
Yeah, we're cool. Clock in at Rite Aid.
Work at Rite Aid.
But yeah, maybe one day.
Send me a VFC GBBR for my birthday.
I
would ask Red Wolf. They have a lot of GBBRs. I don't think we have any.
We don't have any.
Can we even get them any nights?
If they have licensing now.
Yeah, it's like slim pickings for VFC GBBRs.
Get you a KWA GBBR.
Not for full price.
No, maybe 10%.
10%. Yeah, we do that.
It's the best I can do for you, my friend. I'm sorry.
I work here and I didn't get a birthday gift, so I'm kidding. But I'm not. All right, keep going. Next question.
Any idea what settings he did? Yeah, it's going to be Dwell, DP, and DN are going to be your big.
Well, he set them to. We couldn't tell you because we don't know.
Well, even if I knew the numbers, my numbers would not be applicable to your build. Yeah, DN, DP, and Dwell in a various combination. If you do want any more further in depth on like FCU settings, shoot us an email at tech@amateurairsoft.com. We can pretty much like explain what each setting is going to do for you, and hopefully you can use that information to apply to your build. Makes sense. Thanks, gents. Absolutely, my friend. That's why we're here, and I hope that you can get your toy gun to shoot later games. Well, boys, I'm out. I have to head back to work. Be safe and have a great day. You too, homie. Thank you for stopping in. Let's jump back over here. M110 is good. TikTok is
all caught up.
All caught up on TikTok, so we're doing
good.
Ask
us some questions so we have something to talk about.
I will ramble.
Come on. I don't want to listen to that.
You don't want to listen to that? I don't either.
Get me out of here.
I've had enough of this. But yes, this weekend, guys, for anyone who is looking for toy guns, obviously most of them west. If you haven't bought your ticket already, that's a little late. But this weekend, Brushy Mountain State Penitentiary in Tennessee, you can actually still purchase your ticket for that. A bunch of us from the shop are going, and it's a cool place. I mean, you pay like $50. I don't know what the number is, but you pay for a tour of the place to just go and walk through it, or you can buy a ticket to play Airsoft and you tour the place while playing Airsoft. Pretty good deal if you ask me. Milston Mercs is on our website. You can go to event page on our website and go get your ticket and come play. Go play at a prison. It's a cool place. And Logan and Terry and who went with you last time? Just you guys? Yeah, had a good time last time they hosted an event there. And it was fun. So look into it. If you have something, if you live near the Tennessee area.
Wait, what did they drop, Aaron?
Yeah, Aaron, what did they drop yesterday? I didn't even know.
Yeah, I didn't know either. TRP also next week, not this weekend, but the next. So
really,
if you're local to Pittsburgh and you want to play some Airsoft, first Three Rivers Paintball Airsoft Open Play coming up. It's a free-for-all.
It is always big turnout.
It's a blast. All age groups are welcome. And it is just an utter mess with a good mess. Trust me. It's
like fun.
It's like just so many different people, different walks of Airsoft career life, and it's a blast.
It is a good time. So TRP, deep.
Don't you own both of those already? I'm pretty sure you own both.
DPDU and M81.
Is DPDU the one that's like really light jelly bean?
I don't know. I'm not.
Aaron, tell me if you own both of those. Nebula is hosting tryouts.
Where are they hosting tryouts?
Yes.
Yeah, where's Nebula hosting their tryouts? I am not a speed softer, so I will not be attending.
We don't want to do that to them.
Yeah, you know, our speed soft abilities are pretty incredible.
Yeah, we were born in the what's that thing Bane says?
I was born in the dark. You were nearly
Raised in it.
yeah.
Yes. Yes,
Seal
indeed.
Town's new location is
Cool.
Trouts.
Awesome.
Oh, that's dope. Good. We still want to try to get down there and play. I think that would be fun. Definitely
Yes.
love to try every new place that exists. The more airsoft places we have to play at, and the larger the community gets, and the more secure our game gets.
Absolutely.
So go support your local places. It doesn't matter if it's us. It doesn't matter who it is, unless they're not nice people. I mean, you know, there's a level to this. But go support Steel Town. Go support us. Go support TRP. Go to these places and grow this.
We'll be at TRP
community.
next weekend, so
Yeah, I mean,
come say hi.
TRP is the best. Thoughts on quality events and what makes them good in reference to more organized, objective style events. Truthfully,
Wait, thoughts on quality?
like what makes an event good, and not just like TRP is not an objective based game.
Not for you, it isn't. I'm kidding. No, it's cool.
That is a
There
good
are
question.
people that I think it's frame of reference. First of all, because there are we've been to some pretty crazy events over our time doing this.
Yes.
But there's a lot of people that TRP is all they know. They're new in the hobby, and they go and they take it very seriously, and they have fun with the objective, and they're out there playing airsoft, and that's what until they outgrow that. That's why they play airsoft and they have fun with it.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with our field or Steel Town's field.
Sometimes
they
CQB
love that.
CQB is all people want.
I think frame of reference is probably the number one reason why people enjoy these events. Well, I guess once you get to the top of you're attending some of the biggest events in the country, I think it becomes second to that is an organizational thing.
Mm-hmm.
Is how top down it's organized, how it's organized when you're on the field, the quality of player. It's interesting things that we've talked with people about in the past, such as what the buy-in sometimes too, because to take Milsom West for example, they have a very stringent set of rules, and beyond that they have all of the impressions that make Milsom West Milsom West. They're the only company that really does that for the most part. There are a couple smaller ones, but they're the ones that come to mind. So you have people that they're buying a $175, $250 ticket depending on the event and up sometimes. There's also a massive buy-in for the kit standards. So you have people that are doing Russian kit that have spent potentially thousands upon thousands of dollars on kit, or you have Grom who spent they have a very stringent rule set where they're very specific camos and things from Poland, and they're working very hard to achieve a very specific image, and that's across the board for most of NATO versus Rushmore and MSW. Right. But then you have companies where it's easier to get into, like AMS, where you buy that same price ticket, but all you really have to do is make sure you abide by their camo rules, and that's pretty much it. I mean, you could run any rifle you really want within the bounds of the rules, but it's not as stringent as something that you would pay that much money to enter into. So it's layered. I could talk about this for hours because took it west. We've been around this for a long time.
We spent a lot of time attending a lot of different events. I think the thing, at least for me, is objectives inside of a game are almost not important to me. I think like Eric said, organization is important. Like AMS, Milson West, Gun Gamers, these guys are putting tons of time and effort in organizing squads, platoons, movements, objectives in those movements, command and things like that, where that helps keep the game moving forward and making sure there's not a bunch of stalemates. But then we have attended events that just aren't to that level. And it's just all right, it's going from this time to this time, and no one's saying or doing anything. Just make sure you come back to spawn and go back.
We've been to games where you find out that there's an objective while we're playing, or like what time it ends. Like there's been times we've been like, oh, is there a night portion? And we're on the field and the sun is going down, and we don't even know. So
I think if you're looking, what makes to wrap up our points of all this information, what makes a good event is one, if they have a like long-standing name too. If they've been in the game for a minute, they know what they're doing. I mean, it's plain and simple. And then that's kind of the rule number one in my eyes. Don't ever knock out a new event producer either. It's always a risk when you go, but usually if they're trying it and the rule set looks good, you'll be a-okay. The other thing, like Eric said, the top down. Make sure they have command. Talk to people who have attended before. Be like, yo, what's like the command structure like in these milsim games? Military simulation, command structure, very important. And then honestly, where they're having it. I mean, is it a place that you want to go and want to play at? So
one of my favorite games to date, and I think I speak for Wes too, is we went to a Lion Claws years ago that was at an amusement park. It was an old abandoned amusement park, and just because of that, that AO just it was a blast. Just because of where it was.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't a bad event regardless, but
No.
like the fact that it was at an amusement park was just like super cool.
Right. So I think that's important. Make sure that you are, doing your research too. I mean, dropping $200, $150, $250 on an airsoft ticket is a lot of money. So make sure it's something you want to do. Read, join Facebook groups, talk to people, figure things out, even message the page for all I care. Be like, hey, these are my questions. These are what I want to know. What can you tell me about it?
Read the room too. Don't get scared away easy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you know what I mean, you know what I mean, I think. Read the room whenever you join these groups as well.
So good stuff, though, nonetheless. Speaking of good places to play airsoft, hello, ACS. How are you? I have the most devastating news for you, Preston. This is on a personal level, so it doesn't affect the business. But I don't think
Polka.
I'll give you a call. I'll shoot you a text.
Ross, we miss you too.
In regards to
did the blue gun work out for you? Let me know in the comments.
Hi, Ross. How are you? Eric did have a good birthday.
I did have a good birthday. I had fun.
It was a good time.
It was a good time. Hi, friend. Oh, good. You can read the next part. Or should we do it together?
Go ahead.
How are you doing today?
Oh, they're going to start with hi, friend. How are you doing today?
Hi, friend.
Hi, friend. How are you doing today?
Dude, we're supposed to read it together.
Sorry, I missed it. I want to play at the arena again so bad. It was so much fun. Move here.
Yeah, like, simple solution. Just like,
Usually we live in Wisconsin.
pick up your whole life. Just move to Pittsburgh.
I've been in Wisconsin. Oh, you live in Minnesota, though. I like Duluth. Duluth's a cool city. All right. We're starting to wrap down. We got about another seven hot minutes here.
Yeah, ask us your
More
most
questions.
curious airsoft questions.
I like the field question a lot. That was a good question.
Yeah,
Or event, I guess.
one thing I would consider myself and Eric too is what the heck? What does it do? Just refresh the page. Is one thing I would consider us experts in is the field of events. We definitely have the experience in that regard, and there are events we love to go to, and there's good reasons for that. So, pretty much. Oh, another great way to find out if an event is decent or not is go to our website and click our events tab.
It's an underused thing that we have on our website.
Yes,
I would agree.
we attend events that personally we enjoy. I mean, obviously, from a business standpoint, what do we have to do to keep the doors open? We have to go to make money. I mean, there's no other way to look at it. But when it comes down to why we continue to go to these events is because, one, the community is awesome. Two, the events are good because our players, we go down and play airsoft. And if that wasn't the case, that would kind of suck. And just these places are really, really good. I mean, use our event page. That's the bottom line. Check it out. Like seriously, like this weekend we're going to Brushy State Penitentiary. I mean, like that's super dope to go play there. So go play there. Where we at with the ball pit? I'm working on the ball pit. I told you last week we talked about the renovations to the pool, and
The Am's pool was getting worked on.
Yeah. So we're good now that the pool is taken care of. Start working on the ball pit.
Are y'all going to be at EA Fest?
I think
Historically, we go. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I don't know off the top of my head, but historically, we are always there. I would not say Airsoft is dead. I don't think Airsoft is dead. I think it's alive and well. I think it's always growing.
yeah
It changes, but it's always growing.
I think Airsoft is probably larger than it ever.
No, I think it's grown.
Yeah.
I think it's constantly growing. I don't think it's changes, but
Are you ever playing Bad Blood at Zulu 24? Zulu 24 is an amazing field. I love Zulu 24. Is Bad Blood there?
No, Bad Blood. I thought Bad Blood was at
EMR.
EMR. Yeah,
It might have changed. I'm
Well,
not
could've.
sure.
I mean, I think Zulu could probably do it. Zulu's a great field. I really wish we always say it, and you always hear all of us say it as we circulate through these lives. But we wish that we had a place like Zulu here, or D14,
Or ACS.
or ACS, or Action Sports Wisconsin's a great field. But these places have these places local to them, and
we
as much as I do love TRP, it would be nice to have a dedicated airsoft field that runs games every single weekend. With the care that they take, Zulu, D14, Action Sports, ACS, etc.
Wes, what did you think of Angry Birds at Topgolf? I know what it is now, so I would not do well at it. That's for sure. Do y'all know if there's any other penitentiary games this year?
Yes, there is one in New York. Not this one.
Not at
But-
Brushy.
I think at the end of April. I don't really even know where it is, but it's probably on our website.
Let's check
Yeah,
the event page,
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah. We were talking about it. Yeah. It's fractured. Yeah. Well, it's fractured. No, that is coming up.
Yeah, there's
That's
one
in PA.
off Fractured Skull, which is on the website, is at the Crescent State Prison.
Maybe it's this one. I think it's this one.
Syndicate?
It
is.
I think it's that one.
Yeah, Warwick, New York.
Yeah, there's April 26th, 28th, Warwick. Mid Orange Correctional, Warwick, New York, April 26th to the 28th.
Yep. So that's on our website as
Yeah,
well.
that's on our website. Events tab. Go to the events tab. Check it out.
And you can just literally click on the picture of the event you want to get more info, and it'll link you to their information.
So there's two other than the one they're going to this weekend. There's two coming up. Nomad Milsom in Crescent, PA, near Altoona, and the one in New York. So
Thank you, Oops.
some options.
Oops is always quick with the Crescent Prison.
Yes,
He knows.
He likes the ghosts.
Scary.
He ain't scared of no ghosts.
I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
That's what I was looking for. He is the Ghostbuster.
Yeah, New York is cool. I might try to just go to that one personally and play.
If you want to, I mean, yeah, obviously we're working on a system for that, but that'd be awesome. That'd be a lot of fun.
Oh, just buy my ticket.
That too.
Easy peasy. Go play some toy guns.
Yes, I believe I'm going to that one in Thomas Place.
Come play toy guns. This is the year of playing toy guns. I do talk to ghosts.
I do talk to ghosts.
Moose is going to New York. Prison.
Should I put a
Prison
prison
man.
star in a gel blaster? Well, believe it or not, they already do that in Australia. Airsoft is banned, so their gel blasters are pretty much the quality of our airsoft guns, except they shoot gel balls.
Dude, Aaron said he'll go. Grab a ticket.
No way.
Bro, we're going to prison.
Aaron's going to prison.
Aaron goes to prison.
Aaron gets started in prison.
I'll see. I'll confirm. But I did have a lot of fun at the last. It's It's Joker and those guys.
Syndicate,
Syndicate,
I think,
thank
or
you.
Big House or something. I think
Yeah.
the game Syndicate is Big House.
Yeah, the
Parent
abandoned
company.
town was the last one I went to. It was a lot of fun. So
Yeah, I wish I would have went to that. I think I was burnt out though. That was like a burnout season.
yeah. But yeah, guys, lots going on this season. Make sure that you check out our event page and come down to the prison this weekend, or if you're going to Millstone West, have fun. But it is our time to wrap it up. So we do this every single week, Wednesday, 1 o'clock, for the lunchtime live. So come back next week with your questions, and we'll be here to answer them. So thank you guys so much for watching.
We'll ride up in the Forerunner.
We'll use my car to go to the state
volunteering
penitentiary. So
penitentiary museum.